Alright folks, on this section I included all these rules like if supply increases and then demand decreases. This is my new thing, so my handwriting's not good in any case, so yeah, just bear with me, it'll get better. Then if that happens, then equilibrium price is going to decrease and equilibrium quantity winds up being indeterminate. And I threw all that stuff in there, but really, okay, you don't need to memorize these rules. I put them there just as a little helpful thing, but if you're treating these as rules that you have to memorize, you're doing it wrong. Alright, really what you need to do is be able to manipulate the graphs, and this is one of these important skills for this class anyway, is manipulating the graphs. So we say we have our standard graph, and it's going to be quantity, price, we have the supply curve, we have the demand curve. Alright, if you know how to manipulate the graphs correctly, this is going to tell you everything that you need to know. So if we have a situation where we say, oh, well, the demand curve increases, demand increases. So what does that mean? It's a shift to the right. So we get ourselves a new demand curve. Whoop. And that was one. And then in the situation we say, well, supply decreases. What happens then? Well, if we draw our line that says supply has decreased to, yep, then we can take it from there, figure out what's going on. Well, our beginning equilibrium was right here, and then our new equilibrium is right there. Well, if we have that information, we can figure out all the rest of the stuff that we need. So we say, let me pick a new color here. That's fancy. We'll try that. Dot, 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 dot. Oh, that didn't turn out anyway like I expected it to. Let's try something else. Purple. How's purple? Purple's good. Dot, 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 down here to the end, dot, 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 dot. Okay. Now in this case we say equilibrium price was right there for the first one, and now it's up there for the second one. So in this case we definitely know the price increased. The equilibrium price has increased, right? Now equilibrium quantity, you'll notice that it came out looking the same here, but this is only because we don't have numbers. If we try drawing our line in other places, let's say that we try drawing our new supply curve here, right? So the new equilibrium would be right there. Right, in that case, well, the equilibrium quantity would be greater than the original one. If we had drawn our line instead over here, right, the equilibrium quantity would be less, right? And then when we drew it where it was the same. So in this case, since we don't have numbers, the equilibrium quantity is indeterminate, all right? Another way of looking at this is thinking to yourself, well, what is supply and demand doing? Okay, if I decrease supply, which is what happened here, and then I increase demand, they're both moving price in the same direction. If I decrease supply, price goes up, right? Price increases. If I increase demand, price goes up. Okay, so in both those cases, the decrease in supply and the increase in demand are moving price in the same direction. So I can figure out what's going on with the price, and then it's going to be quantity I don't know about. And then if I'm moving them both in the same direction, they're both shifting to the right, if I increase demand, and increase in demand winds up raising the price. If I increase supply, an increase in supply lowers the price. So they're pushing price in opposite directions. And in that case, I don't know what's happening to the price. Then in those cases, it winds up being the price that is indeterminate, and it's the quantity that I know about. Okay, so the important part of this is you don't need to memorize all these rules, and we're just going to say that, you know, supply increases, and so what happens then, blah, 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 blah. Right, that's not going to be the relevant thing. You got more important things you're going to have to remember later on. Just think about the graphs and manipulating the graphs. The models are the important part. You're able to do that, then everything else is going to wind up being a whole lot easier. All right? And let's see, last thing, let me see here. I'm trying to remember how to do this. Let's see here. Okay, let's see. see, blah, blah. Just about got it. There we go. Puppies for you, because everybody loves puppies.